I think it's the story of a great warrior, a theatre person, an artist of the 19th century, one of the greatest. And stories like this needs to be told because it talks about women empowerment, which is very much needed in today's society. So I think, yeah, that's the wonderful reason to make this film.
I think a very important yet a lost chapter in history. That is the reason why this story needed to be retold and it had to reach the future generations because, of course, we are moving ahead with the times, but we cannot forget the people and the women who have paved the way for us to be here today. So this is a story from Bengal, of Bengal, by Bengal, but for the entire world to see and witness the magic of.
जी विनोदिनी दासी के ऊपर फिल्म इसीलिए बनना चाहिए या हमने बनाया इसीलिए है बिकॉज आई फील पर्सनली दैट एज रुक्मिनी एंड चंदन सेड इट्स आई एम वॉइसिंग द सेम दैट देयर आर मेनी स्टोरीज फ्रॉम बंगाल विच नीड्स टू बी टोल्ड देयर आर मेनी स्टोरीज विच वी जनरली टेंड टू फॉरगेट क्योंकि हम इतिहास को पलट के नहीं देखते हैं पर हम इतिहास को पलट के नहीं देखेंगे तो हम अपना जो जड़ है जो अपना रूट है उससे हम अपना रिश्ता ख़त्म कर देंगे या हम उस रिश्ते से भाग जाएंगे या हम उस रिश्ते से पीछा छुड़ाने की कोशिश करेंगे वो सही नहीं है क्योंकि विनोदिनी दासी का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो कहीं जाके भारतीय सिनेमा में आना चाहिए था और हमने कोशिश किया अपने तरीके से उनको ट्रिब्यूट देने के लिए एंड आई होप दैट पीपल हॉल में जाके देखेंगे और उनका जो भी प्रतिक्रिया है जो भी उनको अच्छा लगे बुरा लगे वो हमें बताएंगे उम्मीद करता हूँ कि उनको अच्छा ही लगेगा बुरा कुछ लगेगा नहीं
I think, of course, very big shoes to fill in. Emotionally, of course, instant एक connect होता है because any woman will feel her pain, will feel the burdens that she's faced. Yet, I think Binodini was, or rather is, a beautiful amalgamation of both pain and pleasure. And that is what a woman's life is all about. So that is a journey, I think, हम लोग as women, हम लोग पहले से इससे गुजरते रहते हैं from the birth. So that is something which I always knew. But yet, playing, I think, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a big challenge. क्योंकि I think 1883, 1884 में she was the first woman जिन्होंने एक पुरुष के किरदार में अभिनय किया था. And I think maybe, I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, लेकिन almost 140-50 साल बाद मुझे ये मौका मिला कि मैं एक पुरुष के चरित्र में अभिनय कर सकूं and वो भी प्रभु के चरित्र में. So that was an experience which was the biggest challenge. लेकिन अभी जो दर्शक जिस परिमाण से इसको प्यार करे, the kind of the adulation, the love that performance is receiving, I think मतलब हो ना, what is it? I won it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the whole approach of making this entire movie is completely different because I being a student of history, we were very conscious that we'll make this biopic, try and be as authentic as possible, but at the same time target the youth and the younger generation so that they can also go and see the film and they can also relate to the subject and not alienate any audience saying that, oh, this is for this section of audience. We wanted to make it for, like, as the story is from 7 to 70 of Binodini Dasi's journey, we want audiences from 7 to 70 to come and watch the film too. So it's been a very conscious decision for me and Rukmini to kind of, while we were making this film, that we'll have all the commercial elements, but at the same time, the soul and the research will be in place. So that's how we thought of making this film.
Actually, being from a Bengali family, in my childhood, I used to be part of the Ramakrishna mission. So most of my school days, I've spent our evenings at the Ramakrishna mission listening to his bhajans, reading his books in the library, the Swami Vivekananda literature, which was very sort of a common thing for most of us growing up in Bengali family. We always have a Ramakrishna picture or a Vivekananda picture side by side on the wall, and Ma. So when the role got offered to me and I reconnected with my childhood, my past, and my mother was very happy because she being a devotee of Ma, Sharda Ma, I started playing the bhajans every day in the morning. And almost most of the day I used to play the bhajans in my house, and she was really happy that कुछ काम कर रहा है लाइफ में, जो अच्छी चीज़ तो कर रहा है मेरा बेटा. And and I had started reading on the book came to me, Autobiography of a Yogi, the Paramahansa Yoganand book, and then that's how it started, and I did my normal acting things, and yeah.
I think it's a great moment and time in history, what we have just witnessed. Not only as an actor, not only as Team Binodiini, I think, but just as citizens of the country, this is a very proud moment. Because this is a moment which has never happened all over the world. Having a theatre named after a heroine, which was rightly hers to begin with. So rightfully so. And then thereafter to have the premiere, the first premiere to be held in that theatre, is her very own biopic, Binodiini. So that is a huge, huge, huge honor in itself. And of course, this provides as inspiration, this provides as motivation. The reason why I always say that Binodiini is not just cinema. Binodiini is a movement. This is something I've always said, if we successfully manage to do this, then this will be another renaissance, which is happening in Bengal at this very moment, rather in India. So that is the reason why I think, when you see the fact that, this woman, she has struggled, she has fought for her rights. And eventually, even though her justice has been delayed, but she has finally received it. So I think there's this saying, people say that, my father used to always tell me that, do not, even if you lose a battle, that's fine, but don't quit it halfway. So maybe, you think that you're only battling it out while you're alive, but her battles went on beyond that. And finally, she has won. So it is a big win for not only an artist, not only a woman, but I think as humankind in general. So this is most definitely a huge inspiration for many, many young girls and boys, because it is a story of a fight within and a fight which is won. So yeah.